Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from and what time you're watching us from. It's time for your favorite show, Tubonge Talk Show. Karibu sana. It is good to see you right here. And as always, we welcome you to subscribe so that these messages get to many people right here at the PCA Thome online page. Thank you for your support always. So today, I have a great guest with me. We want to talk about the young people and opportunities. Tunaweza pata aje hizi opportunity manze? Are the youth doing the wrong thing? Or is the government doing the wrong thing? Or is the church doing the wrong thing? Are the parents doing the wrong thing? We're going to talk about it. But first of all, let me welcome my guest. Karibu sana.
Hi,
Yes.
my name is Susan. I'm a youth at Thome Youth, and we are going to have a great topic today. And listen in and join in as you learn more.
Amazing. You can tell us about your favorite verse. We always start there. Tell us about it.
My favorite verse comes from Isaiah 54, verse 16, and it says, I create the blacksmith who builds a fire and forges weapons. I also create soldiers who uses the weapons to kill. But no weapon will be able to hurt you. You will have an answer for all who accuse you. I will defend my servant and give them victory. The Lord has spoken. This verse is just to build us up and to tell us everything that we do, the Lord has a purpose and a way for it to happen in His best timing. And we should always be patient.
Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful verse. Very inspirational. Today we're talking about opportunities. And maybe let's start off by asking, you've had your own personal experience looking for opportunities or pursuing opportunities and even taking opportunities. Let us start from a very general point of view of asking, do you feel the youth are at a good place currently? Are there many opportunities or is it tough? What is your opinion?
My take on that is the opportunities are there, but us presenting it as ourselves as youth is what really defines what opportunity you need there. There might be an opportunity, but the way you present yourself is what denies us that opportunity at that particular time. You may be going for an interview somewhere, but whatever you say, especially us Gen Zs, whatever we say is what denies us the opportunity to get where God has destined for us.
You've mentioned Gen Z. Gen Z in the marketplace right now is a topic. Gen Z wanaambiwa wanafika late saa 4 na by saa 6 wamechoka wanataka kwenda home. So, where do you think this thing is coming from? Hii mambo Gen Z ni kama hawajui kazi, they're not serious. Is it true? And what do you think Gen Z wanafaa wajue?
Personally, yes, I'm a Gen Z, but I try to live as a millennial. Millennials love work. Gen Zs, we don't.
Ukweli useme tu.
Ukweli useme. For me, I reach work by 6:50 because we report at 7. And between 7 and 8, I won't talk to anyone. I'll greet you, yes, but my mood is down there.
Nil.
And then there's a millennial who will reach work at that 6:30. By 7, they're working and talking to
and happy.
And everyone. And you wonder, do we have different strengths? Did we wake up at different times? Why are you so energetic? But it's just there. Gen Zs we are just there. But we love what we do as long as it's keeping up with our rhythm and our mentality and sanity is intact. We will work, we will do everything we're told to. The only part we disagree is when things start going south. We now tell you our vibe and your work is not working with us. Now there is where we get hard time.
All right.
Because when you go to someone and tell you, your job and my vibe are not intact.
They're not vibing.
What is vibe?
Yeah.
Because of the salary and work. So it really creates a tension between employers and Gen Zs.
Do you feel Gen Zs are entitled? Yani wanaona, mi nafanishi poa, ni drive Audi, but I don't need to really hustle a lot. Where is it because their parents are so rich, or is it just an age thing? Entitlement, what do you think?
I don't think it's an entitlement. What I'll say is Gen Zs would like to be free. We don't like to something holding us back. That sense of this thing is holding us really back takes us aback of what am I doing? You see that phrase of I'm working really hard and I don't have 15 kids somewhere. Yes, we always repeat that in our head. Hey, we work hard, we don't have 15 children somewhere sitting down. It's not that we're entitled, we just like to be happy with what we are doing and being responsible for what we are doing. Nobody should come from outside and question, wewe ukufanya hii, because tayari I know as myself I need to have done it. So that is what maybe makes people think that you have entitlement, yet we don't.
Now you see, most of the parents utasikia wakikwambia mimi nilianza mjengo, nilikuwa house girl, wanasema mimi nilikuwa nauza nguo Gikomba, right? But the young generation, mambo hiyo ya kuumia, kuhustle, hawataki. And that's why even these things of sponsors, masponsare ziko, because people are looking for shortcuts. So this issue of even forex, online betting is huge because they're like, kama nitaekelea nipate mamilion zangu, this is the easy way. Do you feel like the younger people are looking for the easy way, Like hawataki kutia bidii sana, kujituma haiko sana. Where is this coming from?
That part of kujituma is hard for us, but some of us are struggling with it. Like me, I did economics, but that is not what I'm doing right now. When you send yourself out there, opportunities are there. But are you willing to take up that opportunity and grow yourself to the level that you want? Am I ready to start small so that I can tomorrow become the economist that I want? Maybe start a farm that will also employ other economists. So that is where we struggle. Opportunities are there, but we don't want to start hard. I'll opt, maybe because I'm a female, I'll opt for, I can get a Nigerian boyfriend. So and so for me. But if I am ready and willing to think, instead of me stressing someone else's sad, why don't I go out there, work for my money, come back with it and do whatever I need? And when that money I'm using, I use it badly, it will pain me to some extent because I know I'm the one that worked hard for it. But if I choose the shortcut, which we normally do, it will really not have a pinch on it.
But on the same note, let's talk, you're empowering and even inspiring the girl child. Let's talk a bit about how significant is it you having your own thing as a girl child? You are successful, you're focused, you know yourself, you're confident. Why do you think it's so important, even when it comes to stories of relationship, even you living a good life? Why do you think you're better off than someone who is saying, kitambo there was that thing of, msichana ataolewa hana shida. Why do you think kuolewa is not enough in this day and age?
There's this thing that nowadays we're saying 50-50. Boy child and girl child are equal. Now you can't say that I'll go marry or I'll go get married. And then I expect that man to be the provider, everything, and I don't have something in return. I need to work for me. There are expenses that I'll need that I don't always have to beg my husband that, I need this, I need that. I also have opportunities in the market like that male child. Maybe even mine are much better because right now, girl childs are empowered men. If I go out there and hustle for what I believe in, and he also hustles for what he believes in, when we come back and place all our bets on the table, we have more. We have more to give to churches, we have more to give our families, we have more to even feed our neighbors. But if I have the mindset of only the male child should work, we don't develop our community per se, because that mindset is what is killing the young generation right now. Being told that you're a female, you can do this, you shouldn't do that. But if you're told that you have 50-50 equal shares in the community, it is better for us because we'll all work, we'll all do things that we believe in.
Amazing. Now, wanasema ukiona vielea jua vimeundwa. So when you see you this vibrant, this strong, Could it be there's some people who noted your talent? Could it be there are some people who recognized you and appreciated you and empowered you to the level where you decided, wow, Susie can do it. I'm that girl. Because I think confidence is so huge in this day and age. Because it doesn't matter the papers you have. If you can't express yourself, pale kwa interview, they are like, huyu, hakuna kazi anaweza fanya. So that confidence and even believing in yourself and values. Do you have a few people you can point out? Maybe your parent or a teacher somewhere or someone. People who you say, when I look back, these people made me who I am.
Back in high school, we had our class teacher. We used to call him Dudu, but his name was Mr. Ndirango. That man used to tell us that despite what you do right now, just think of the future. Right now, you may be hustling around teachers. This teacher is telling you this, you hate this teacher, you hate that teacher, but look at the focus where you're going. And that really motivated me throughout high school because he was there for us since Form 1. We never changed teachers. So he was there to always encourage us, always be there to tell our parents, these children need motivation, pay this money for them. He was always there. And also I would like to thank also my mom. He also builds me up. There are times that I sit down and maybe I have a lot of troubles and she'll come through and say, you have troubles, don't worry. Troubles always come, they always go. And she also encourages me not to be the typical Gen Z of, I give up, I'm going.
Yeah, I can't do this.
I can't do this. It is not. She tells me, you know how people out here are looking. Like the other day, there was a vacancy at embassy. The amount of people that caused traffic at rosters really caught her mind and asked me, you want to lose a job and people out here are really hustling out for a job and even causing traffic because of one job. And you want, so don't be a typical Gen Z. Be what you think and know you want to be. Be you. And my brother also tells me sometimes, he's younger, yes, but he tells me that I'm really talkative. So that builds me up because when you're going somewhere and you're asked to talk, he always says, "Pewa mic." So when he does that, he builds my confidence because he knows that I'll always be there to represent us in any way that he isn't feeling comfortable.
But I want to correct you, bro, and tell him, "Aongeangi sana, you're confident." Because people have that notion. You see, you're the same person who's told me when you get to the office, you don't talk. So sometimes people misinterpret when you're confident, they think ni kuongea unaongea sana. So, and that's a notion we need to rectify. But I want us to look on another area. How has your relationship with God? Where can you place it? How has it been like? Of what impact have you seen it come? Have you seen testimonies along the way? Kitu ulikuwa unadhani, I never knew I'd make it. But you can mention the school you went to, uni. You've mentioned economics, but we need to know someone who's looking for a school and anaeza enda huko.
My relationship with God is like that of David. You see the way David had a good relationship when starting. Then he reached somewhere, he had bumps across the road. And until he was shaken and he lost his kingship to his son, I can really describe that to my life because growing up, I was really in church. My parents really did that thing of Todhi Kanitha. She did that. She did all that. And she really encouraged me to go to church every Sunday. But along the way, I had bumps. I stopped going to church for like 6 years. I didn't even think that I would come back to church. But sometime last year, I had an awakening and I just woke up one day and I told my mom, I heard there's a PCA domain here. I need to go. And she told me, you really want to go down that path again? And I told her, yes. She asked me, are you okay? And I told her, yes, I'm okay, but I really need to get back to God, get back in touch with Him and help restore me. Because at that time, I was really going through a lot with my lecturers, with my graduation. I was really going through a lot and we had a family issue that was back there. I was really through a lot that time and I really needed, you see that time you say, hey Mungu, come through too, come through. And
Hapa ni wewe.
Hapa tu ni wewe, come through. And He rescued me and now I can say that we are doing good. We are doing
So you can say hashtag ni God.
Ni God manze.
Ni God manze.
Because back then,
Yeah.
I could have either fall into depression
Yeah.
or surfaced as a Christian. And I chose not to sit down and get depressed and all that. I chose let God rescue me from this thing that I'm in right now. He will come through. And he did that for me, and I'm glad that I'm here.
Wow, amazing, very, very inspiring. I want you, as we conclude, just give one word to one youth who is finding their path, and one word to the parent who is giving up on the child. And anashanga, hizi mambo zako za dancing na mambo za DJ, kwani usomi? You know, they're trying to understand what the youth are doing. Ailewi. One word to the youth, one word to the parents.
One word to your parents: don't give up on your child. Us, when we were young, we are a family of dancers. Everyone at our home knows how to dance, including my mom. She always tells her, weka mziki, ile ya Christina Shosha to dance. So she always encourages us. You'd never know where that talent might take your kid. Me, I did economics, but I'm still a dancer.
Wow.
I did the maths.
Literally.
I calculated, I did the graphs.
Wow.
But I also dance, because a talent is something given to you by God. You can nurture it, or you can shut down that candle according to what you want. I went to KCA, and there they really nurture talents. Talents is a huge part of KCA. If you're a dancer, they call radio stations, they call TV stations to just nurture your talent, whether you know how to sing, whether you know how to model, they really do that for you. So it is not always studying. You also have to enjoy life to some instant, as long as it's according to what Christ has put in place for you. So it's nice. And to my other youths out there, don't be afraid to take risk. Risk is always part of life. Take it, move along with it. You never know. You never know. Through that risk, or maybe you sending yourself out there, you may magnify something that you never thought it was in you. Someone else may come and say, hey, ule dem anawakingi hard, ule chali anafanyanga hivi. You never know. So go out there. Ukiamba ati come, tuko na site ingine tunaenda kuangalia, you come. If you're told, come, tunaenda kununua vitu za interior deco, come. If someone tells you, come through, we need help, you come. Don't put it in your mind that you can't do it. You will always be able to do it. It's just that your mind is locking you out of opportunities.
Amazing. What do you add when you have such amazing, amazing thoughts? And there's nothing more better than what you're talking about. You've experienced it. And you're talking about, I was here, I struggled, I had these issues, but I've overcome in 1, 2, or 3 ways. Because I always say, we are not looking for perfection, we are looking for progress. So if there are any mistakes, it might happen, but don't stop there. We are looking for every other time, I'm growing, I'm making some positive change, and things will be better. Where else can you get such things apart from here? At Tubonge Show. Always great to have you. Until next time, you make sure you always alert a friend, and it will be great to have you every other time. I'm your host, Chege, and until next time, see you. God bless you. Bye.